Welcome to Biology Made Easy. In this lesson, we are discussing osmosis and specifically the terms that are related to osmosis. We explain them and explain the osmosis process itself. Welcome. Learning objectives: explain the terms solute, solvent, solution, dilute or hypotonic, hypertonic, and isotonic solutions. Then water potential, osmotic potential, solute potential, and the term osmosis itself. Then understand movement of water from roots of plants along water potential gradients. Welcome. Well, the term solute, solvent, and solution. What's a solute? A solute, as we have made it, it's going to be yellow all through this lesson. It's a substance that can dissolve in another substance. And solutes, you can have solid, liquid, or gas. And solutes dissolve to form molecules or ions. Then solvent is a substance capable of dissolving another substance to create a solution. So we have here solutes plus solvents producing our solution. Well, there are different types of solutions. So we'll look at hypotonic, hypertonic, and isotonic solutions. So what is this solution? It has these solute molecules. Look at them. We can count them. There are about 5. Here in this solution, there are more solutes, more than 5. Well, and we can imagine that these solutes are in a solvent, water. So there's more solvent here. Those are the red circles. And there's less solvent in this other system. So if we want to look at it, then the concentration in this system will be lower. We have given an arbitrary concentration, 0.2 grams per millimeter cube. And here is a higher concentration. So we say this solution is less concentrated and this solution is more concentrated. So the less concentrated solution is hypotonic or dilute solution. The more concentrated solution is hypertonic. And we can also have the two solutions separated by these partially permeable membrane. The two solutions, the same concentrations, and we call them isotonic solutions. These are terms to take note. Now we want to look at the solutions and look at how we are going to describe them in other ways. So we have here less solutes, more solvents, less concentrated, hypotonic. We bring it here. A hypotonic solution, as you have seen, has low concentration of solid molecules. Look at the solid molecules here, very few. Meanwhile, a hypertonic solution has more high concentration of solute molecules, plenty of these solute molecules. You can also look at the solution as having more amount of solvent here, water molecules, plenty of water molecules here. Here, less amount of water molecules, less amount of water molecules. So we can look at this as having a high water potential. If you have plenty of water molecules, you have high water potential because the solution has a high tendency of having more water molecules move from it. So that is water potential. Here, there are few water molecules, and so it has a low water potential. We'll explain. It has a low tendency of water moving from the system because the water molecules are fewer. Then we come to osmotic potential. Osmotic potential is the tendency of a solution to take in more water because it has more solutes. So you see this has plenty solutes. It will have a high osmotic potential or pressure because it has more tendency of absorbing water molecules. We'll define these terms better. Let's look at it again because there are terms that can be trickish. Here we have a dilute solution. it has plenty of water molecules floating around, right? So this solution, which is dilute, has high water potential because it has high ability or tendency for the water to move out of the system to here. This one has less water potential, right? Because the water molecules are fewer here than here. Now, this osmotic potential, this solution has a higher tendency of absorbing water molecules than here. So this one has a higher osmotic potential than this one. Then this term, solute potential. The solute potential is almost like osmotic potential. The solute potential is measured in negative. It's the extent to which solutes will lower the water potential. So solute potential is always regarded with water potential. So here, there are more solute here. So the more solute here will be able to trap more water molecules around them and so reduce the water molecules, right? Because there are more solute to trap the water molecules. Meanwhile, here, there are fewer solute molecules to trap the water molecules. So this system has a lower solute potential. It can't lower water potential more, but here has a higher negative solute potential because it has ability to trap more water molecules around them. So there are no much free water molecules to move. So that is how solute potential is also regarded. Now, we want to put all the terms together. If you have a solution here, fewer solute molecules, you have here plenty solute molecules. It means this one can have more water molecules. And so this is a dilute solution or a hypotonic solution. It has plenty of water molecules, so it has a high water potential. This is a sign of water potential. And it has, as here, plenty of solute molecules. It will have a higher osmotic potential than here because this solution has a more tendency of absorbing water more than here. So it has high osmotic potential than here. Then we come to solute potential. The solute potential, as we have said, is the amount to which solutes will be able to lower the water potential. So if there are less solute here, it means they can lower the water potential very little. So they have less negative solute potential. But here, the solute potential is more negative because there's more solute to trap water molecules around themselves so that there are no free water to move about. So it lowers the water potential. It also reduces the kinetic energy of water. So it lowers the water potential. Now, knowing all these terms, especially water potential, which is used so much, let's look at it. Water moves from the soil into the root hairs along a water potential gradient. This we will discuss further when we discuss transport. But you see, in the soil, there are solutes, these are the yellow bits, water molecules. So if plenty of water molecules are here we'll have a high water potential. So the water will move into the root hairs. The water moves here, and the water molecules in this cell will be higher than this cell. So more water will move from this area to this along the water potential gradient. And water will move from cell to cell along the water potential gradient. It gets into the endodermis, and then the water will finally get into the xylem, where it will be pulled up by this transpirational stream. So that is about water potential. Having known all these terms, we now want to define osmosis, because osmosis can be defined with all these different terms we have described. Now you have this solution and this solution. This is a partially permeable membrane separating the two solutions. So osmosis can be defined as movement of water molecules from a dilute solution. This is a dilute, so movement of water molecules from a dilute solution to a more concentrated solution through partially permeable membrane. And the water molecules will move till the two solutions on either side of the membrane are the same. And then osmosis will stop. You can use other ways to define the same osmosis. You can define osmosis as movement of water molecules from a region of high water potential to a region of low water potential. Or define osmosis as movement of water molecules from a region of low osmotic potential to a region of high osmotic potential across partially permeable membrane. So all these terms were explained so that anyone that is used to talk about osmosis, you'll be able to understand it. Well, till we meet in our next lesson to look at other aspects of osmosis. Thank you very much. Goodbye.